The latest of such resistance was the governor's opposition to President Buhari's Executive Order number 10 of 2020, which grants financial autonomy to local government as well as state legislatures and judiciaries. The Executive Order number 10 2020 made it mandatory that all states of the Federation should include the allocations of both the legislature and the judiciary in the first-line charge of their budgets. However, the governors of the 36 states filed a suit demanding refund of the 66 billion they spent on maintenance of courts in their domain, insisting it's responsibility of the federal government to maintain such courts. President Buhari had in the executive order he signed on the May 23rd, 2020, made it mandatory for all states to include allocations of both the legislature and the judiciary in their appropriation laws, compliance with Section 121, subsection 3 of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended. But then, in the suit filed at the Supreme Court on September 17, 2020, the 36 states, through their attorneys general, queried the legality of the Presidential Executive Order 10. The Attorney General of the Federation and Minister of Justice, Abubakar Malami, had once said a Presidential Implementation Committee had been constituted to fashion out strategies and modalities for the implementation of financial autonomy for the state legislature and the state judiciary in compliance with Section 121, subsection 3 of the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, 1999, as amended. He had also said consideration was given to all other applicable laws, instruments, conventions, and regulations that provided for financial autonomy at the states. As this develops, members of the National Assembly on Tuesday, 1st March 2022, voted on the report of its Joint Committee on the review of the 1999 Constitution 5th Alteration Bills 2022, which consisted of 68 bills. The Senate passed a total of 49 bills out of the 68 considered during the voting on the Constitution bills. This included moving prisons, railways, and power generation from the exclusive to concurrent list. Also, the federal lawmakers at the end of the exercise approved a bill to grant financial and administrative autonomy for state legislatures, judiciary, and power generation and local governments in the country. The 8th National Assembly had, during the amendment carried out on the 1999 Constitution, passed similar bills to empower the local governments, state legislature, and the judiciary, but could not scale through when they were transmitted to the state assemblies for concurrence. The proposed law seeks to amend the Constitution to repeal the state joint local government account and provide for a special account where all allocations due to the local government councils from the Federation account and state government shall be paid. In the bill, each local government council is to create and maintain its own special account to be called the Local Government Allocation Account, into which all the allocations will be paid. The legislations also mandate each state to pay to local government councils in its area of jurisdiction such proportion of its internally generated revenue on such terms and in such manner as may be prescribed by the House of Assembly. For administrative autonomy, the bill seeks to allow local governments to conduct their own elections. The lawmakers also voted in favor of financial autonomy for the State House of Assembly and Judiciary. About 73 senators voted in the process for about 68 proposed amendments to the Nigerian Constitution. A member of the House of Representatives from Rivers State, Honorable Dr. Farah Dagogo, said he voted in support of financial autonomy for local governments because it will engender governance at the grassroots. The yearnings by Nigerians for participatory and reflective government, financial autonomy for the judiciary, state legislatures, and the third tier of government to be truly responsive and responsible to the people. Well, still ahead on National Talk tonight, I will now hand over to Sele as she engages us more on this topic with her guests. Please stay with us.